Okay, welcome to my new stream. It's totally the same stream as before. I'm actually playing Apex right now. No, new update. It's all squares in Apex, and I'm I'm a pirate. Oh yeah. Let's begin. This is the Centrum. It's the city square. With this, only way out is to fill. And what? Oh, it's just the rules, but yeah, don't mind that. This is the square. I'm actually quite proud of it. This is the first city we ever built. And this, like, the bushes kind of look like Instagram, the logo. Yeah. And I don't know what this shirt. It's just banners. And here's a horse. It was originally built with orange copper, but it oxidized, so now it's blue. And that's how long. The same with the goat. Everything oxidized, and that takes quite a long time. And it's only oxidizing while you're close to it. So, but this is the city hall where the mayor lives, aka me and my friends. Me and my friend. This was my room. You know who I'm watching always. And my bathroom, not that good. This was my friend's room. Nothing out here. Bit over there. Fuck, it's dark. Like. Then his bath. Okay, that's actually quite creative. So yeah, and these are our thrones. And the secret lab. There should be a picture here, but we keep destroying it. This is just the map of the city. It's quite large, I know. You know what else is large? This is the secret lab. It's on Danish because we made cities on Danish because we're Danes, but yeah. Okay, some of it is on Danish. Some of it is in English. We had a story, you can watch the story on my channel. It was just some extra stuff. So yeah, and now you're probably wondering, why the fuck is there a goat statue? It's because we had a goat in there sometime. It died, but you can watch the story. This is my very green building. That was when my favorite color was green. And that was my avatar back then, and his avatar. So yeah. And there's a train track where you can get minecart if it works. Oh yeah, it works. So that's just a normal park. And now we're just on top of buildings. Must be annoying to live there. Look at that ass, It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. And that's the bank. So we have made it so you could actually play on it, so it's not that... It's very boring inside, just cubes of iron and something to be a bank box. And that should have been a parkour place, but never finished. And this was never finished. But it should have been the Great Protector Tower. Its form is like a shield, so it should have been very tall, and then yeah, had a shield that protected a lot of the city. And out here we have animals. We have Panda. That's Po from Kung Fu Panda, and something there. Then we have some Snoop Master 69, of course. And actually, when you look at that from a certain angle, it looks like a tiger. Those two weeds. Then we have this city, the theme park, the dragon made by him, the venom made by me. And it's the jumbo venom, you know. It's wee boing. It's very fun. But yeah, then we have a tunnel with some decorations up on. I don't know what the plan was, but he built it. Then let's get back. Then we have Tooth Mall. So these are unattainable. You have to use a command to get it. So, but this, no name, but it's like iPhone, no, iPasta clean, no, and i213 clean, and I don't know what that was about. Then there's the light you can turn on and off. So it's actually kind of cool. And then we have this and T. It's like H&M. So that's the first floor. Then you have Cool Goat. Watch the episode to find out. It's milk. It's cool milk, so it's so cool. It actually makes you cool. So yeah. And then we have table, the board of directors, and their money pile, and their offices, and the master office for the CEO. Then just go up here to the very comfort, the chair with the most comfort in the entire world. It was made for one of my friends to sit on, so yeah. And then we have the train station. Down here. Pandas. We're gonna take it soon, but not now. And we have the Apex shop with the heirlooms, the Revenant heirloom. So you can see where this dates back to when Revenant Harlem just came out. Flat 9, the car SMG, Gibraltar, Peacekeeper Mozambique, and then yeah, I thought it was cool, so I added it. And then we have the ice cream truck. Then we have drop. I don't know. It's just a building. And then we have this one. I can't remember what we called it, but yeah, it's just one giant office building with a working elevator. And yes, this is Minecraft logic. Don't worry, it's supposed to be closed, but yeah. Shit, my phone. And this is the CEO's office, of course. Can I find Enderpearl? So I can get out. And this is also Minecraft logic. And then this actually was the first building we ever made. Wait, what? Bro, we weren't even done with it. Oh, fuck. You know, you realize stuff when you look back at something. This was it's also something to the story. So. And this was the most famous street ever. Hey, you're not welcome. It's the Goat Street. So, and keep in mind our furnishing, our interiors were like shit. So yeah. And now we have Salty Comet's house. Like this was back to the year where I found him. So where I discovered his channel. And back when he had a PS4, same as me. Salt. He has a lot of salt and he had, yeah, so he has like comet collection just to keep out the theme. I quite liked it. Then we have these houses, just generic houses. So. Although these are connected, so it's good. And this was when we began to play with gradient and more colors. The styles of houses instead of just one. I think it's turned out okay. And these are just office buildings. I mean, this one isn't. My friend had a TikTok account, so he made where he was making rooms for his viewers, and he made 2 rooms. And they of course said what their room should be. Then we have one of the ways to get under the map, because we actually had a whole sewer system, but when I transferred the world to my PS5, it just half of everything down here disappeared, including this. But you can see it's 6-7 blocks deep. And this was before the meme, so don't make fun of it. Then we have a cave. I actually quite like the lighting down here. And if you look closely, there's one emerald. So you can see we're good at making caves, at least. And this is a closed shop. This is the market. But an UFO, we're trying to take it. And it's our little alien. You can actually get in and then you can play its song. But you have to give it a gift. So now it has a gift. And that is the main park. And this is the church. Build a church without lighting. So I don't know how smart we were. And then whatever it's called in English, but I think it's I don't think it's the slaughter, but that's what it's called in Denmark. It's the word it's translated into, at least. Then I think it's I don't know what that is. What is it? I think it's like cookies or something. And then another train station. But now let's take the journey from the main subway station to what? Oh, you can't even. It was meant to make it a loop all around, but we never finished it. So okay, please. No, oh shit, bro. Okay, that's gay. Let's go. It's on a journey. It's quite nice. And yes, there's a parkour all around the city. And it's supposed to be slow so you can watch. And here's the descent. How are we supposed to get up? Oh. Don't worry, we checked if this was possible. And it is. And what was this? I don't know. Then a building he never finished. A modern building, a school. Another street, I can't remember what the street was called. And then the gay building or the pride building. It's not the pride or gay building, it's just a rainbow, and that was back when I didn't think about something like that. But yeah, it should have had a rainbow on it, but you know, never finished it. The museum, and you can see how little we built this way because it's not oxidized at all. But the museum has some historical things. But this was just a house made to try to make the weirdest house ever. So yeah. And it's not sus. We're just playing with a bunch of things, and this is a capture in the moment in the story, exactly like that. And that was the exact machine. And the story is also written down. So, and here's the train. Do you want to ride? So it's not that big, and this is no pets allowed, only in the yeah. This is the sports center. We had a competition over here, so this is the cafeteria. Come on, get me in. So I think it's like quite cool. And I think you could get, yeah, you could get food. You can get chicken, instant chicken, instant beef, instant potato. You have never seen that before. You have the nightclub, never finished by him. Then we have the something, and then the casino, that's partially finished. And the bar. Yeah, we were okay to the exterior, but not the interior. And this is Back Street. The buildings curve slowly over the city, and it just makes a cool effect. And that's a large mall with I think there should be a McDonald's. Not that floor. This floor? No, where is it? I have no clue which floor it is. What? McDougal's? Of course. So yeah. And then also a map here. And then the cinema where Shrek is, the minions, Sing for more like Karate Kid, Cool Goat Life, and Roblox the movie. And this is the portal to the future city, where the company Bluey is restaurants and Silver is in a fight. You can see Bluey has thrown slime onto the building's windows, and Silver has thrown a stone onto the windows over at Bluey's. And we actually just copy pasted the whole building. It's quite lazy and I regret doing it, but that's just how it is. And it's automated. And they have a freezer down here. And that's how they get the supplies. And that's a teleporter that was never done anything with. And then we had, this should have been a large mountain. You can see like nothing is connected to anything, not even the buildings, and those things that are connected is very poorly connected. And then we have the Colosseum, one of the best looking buildings that's not finished. It even had a battle pass. So yeah, again the interior is shit. But this was the arena. And there's pressure plates. That will kill you. Let's just say it like that. Then we have dispensers over here that will pour lava out. Just to look cool, like it would be very shit if you walked into it. We also have this one. What is it? This does? It flows lava. It flows water out here. So you land in the lava. Then let me just get an alright sword. Then in here it will spawn a creeper. Bro. No, you're spawning yourself. That's cool. Then you have this thing like, and this very awkward place to be, because you could die immediately. And I don't know what this was for. Oh, it's lava. Yeah. So actually, if I were to build this city again, I would probably build something like this, a Colosseum again, because I think it's quite cool. This is just a diff. It's very interactive, you know, and it's fun to fight. Okay. I think it was there. So, and then I made Sonic and Knuckles. I also made Tails, but I don't know why I removed him. I just did. And this one, what the fuck? I forgot about this. Oh, you need to see one more thing. Or actually a few more things. The cool milk factory made by his mother. So yeah, makes sense. Why not? I don't know. And the mechanic and the parking garage, because there's no parking lots in the entire city. We had made a sewer system connected to this, I think. Let me just give myself night vision. It's seconds and then it's 1 and true. Oh, that was the prison. A sewer system. Some of the sewer system we had a secret sewer system, and this is the sewer at the middle. We had made a path so you could get over to it, and there was a black market over here, but it's gone, so it's not that impressive. I think we made it over to here also. Yeah, we made a large sewer system. It was just gone. Yeah. So that was this city. We also made this, but that was this city. We are very proud of the city, so yeah. They made all the robots and things, and then this guy is here. And a robot vision. But now to the magical city. It's the city of the dreams. Okay. Imagine you wake up. You have already landed. Look around, and everyone is animals. This is the magical city. No one knew why there were animals all of a sudden, but there were, and they just have arrived to a vast new world that they had to build. They slowly began to build the whole city. First, they built these buildings, but slowly they moved into the center. This whole place is the inner city, the most modern part of this city. These just apartments, don't wanna look a lot of them. So this the dentist, you know how a dentist looks, just like that. And this is the hospital. So let's just this the post, you know, the staff room. And the ambulance room and toilets. I think, yeah, these are the rooms, not that's just how the rooms look. Let me see. There's a floor that's more interesting than any other. I think it's, yeah, it's this one. It's the common room where there's a very big aquarium that you can look at. And looking back on it now, the hospital should have been much bigger, with multiple buildings, with cafeteria, with, I don't know, sections like the psychiatry and the pathology, research places, labs, cancer places, and all of that. But this is the courtroom slash city hall, where the mayor was. So it's cool. And the gas station, Jelly, it's a new company. Oh my god. So many companies. And then this place is where Salty belongs. Can you guess it? It's the prison. Let me just... He can have this cell, the most dark one. What do you say to that? Yeah, you can't really answer me, so you're just gonna get it. Wait, I think I forgot this. I don't know what cell it is. I'm getting trolled. I have no clue where the pig is. But we captured the pig into our cells. Oh, there are also jail cells down here. Yeah, it's here. So yeah. Actually, Salty, you could get that as a roommate. And this is the courtyard and nature. We actually, this city, we're very proud of how we made the trees, and the landscape could have been better, but whatever. It's pretty good. This is the best landscape there is in the city. So then there was a black market down there, and we had prepared a Colosseum, but we never started it. And this is the sports club. So, and that, we come back to that later. This is the Ruby Bank, or the Red Bank. There was multiple tiers of banks, you, where you could have your money in a safe place, because you could buy a tool where you could steal it. You earned money by building buildings. Like, there was different sizes of buildings. There were small ones, there were medium, there were large, and there were giant buildings. This one would be the first giant building. That one was a large building, medium building, small building. So yeah. That's Tier 2 bank. This is the Diamond Bank, the Tier 1 bank, which I made all by myself. And this is UPS, delivering service, and the car dealership where I actually got my car. This is the magical street, the shopping street, an ice cream truck, a hot dog truck, and a pancake truck. They have sushi, have a, I think it's burger. They have Subway. They have a Netto, Danish, Danish supermarket. They have Bridey, another company, clothing company, another thing. Then we have Bluey and Silver restaurants. You know, now it's reversed. Bluey through a stone, Silver through slime. Kind of fun Easter egg. And then Darky, Bridey's competitor. Then we had another supermarket, Christmas theme. And then this one was finished, but once I transferred this world when I got my PS5, when I bought my PS5, something was undone. The story was also done, but it's not done anymore. So yeah, this is the museum from the. It has characters from the past story, Cool Goat, and it also had these two, Beaver and Dinnerbone. So yeah. We have seagulls and pigeons, seagulls and pigeons. Pigeons in the city, seagulls down here by the water. With the Cool Milk Factory, which the CEO are his mom now. Then we have the broadcasting place that was never finished. Then we have various animals, and then I made most of the ocean floor, and I made turtles and all things. And then we have Gassy, the competitor to Jelly. They also made Gassy water, and they get water down there. And probably also get fish now, but yeah. Then the market where the pigeons want to get something for free, but the seagull is saying trade something, and it's just saying fuck you. And then this is EXO. The most boring buildings in this entire city. But yeah, it makes boats. Oh, and it's also a competitor to Gassy. Because this other building right here, it's not gas, it's making water. But EXO has a leverage. They are supplying the whole city with tap water. So they actually make more money than Gassy does. So yeah, and this whole outline should have been ocean with the city stretching all the way. It's just a rough outline. It's not that square. And then over here, the red part should have been a bridge, like the Golden Gate Bridge. So, but that was no finished. It was too ambitious. So, and also a mechanic, and a school, a much better school. You know, you can see the our interiors and outeriors and just everything improving very much in the city. And it's not just normal classrooms, we also have this side where we have we just have the nature science thing. Over there we have music. In the basement we have woodwork. Just have a pillow room. And we have the cooking classes. And this is made a bit, excluding this room out here, then this is, we tried to make it accurate to our school. It's not in the basement, or actually it is in the basement in our school, but they had windows because it was going downhill, so there was windows to the basement. But that was mostly the layout. Then something down there. Then we have art class. And you know, all those fabric stuff. So that was not done because out here there should have been a large playground to the children. And over on the other side there should have been, you know, where they make PE or whatever it is, exercise class something. And this was part of the story, but yeah. And this one was the map. So kind of the same size as the last city, more spread out. The last city was much more. And as you can see, there actually are around the same buildings. And I wish I could show you the other city, but I can't. But there was actually the same amount of buildings in that city, but it was much smaller, the city, and there was just a much higher count of small buildings. Here, the most buildings like medium, and this is like our control room, where your bank box were. So yeah, I would get 95 coins every week because I was rich. I owned multiple. Yeah, I just owned multiple buildings. And then Okay. Okay, now we're going to the money rules, so I can explain it. The system wasn't very good, but it kept us engaged. And this one were my house, so yeah, that was my house. Okay, you could get loans, but yeah. And then this was how you got money. You get 5 coins for building a small building alone. If there was one more person, if you were 2 that built it, you get 3 each. If there were more than 2 people building it, you'd get 2 each. Medium, it was 10, then 5, and then 3. Large buildings were a massive jump, which should have not been that large, but it's 75 coins and 37 for 2 people and 30 for more people. And then a giant building was 200 alone, 100 with 1 hour, and 50 by more. It's very, very OP. Then you could buy vehicles 11. You could buy a small for 50. You could buy a medium for 10. You could buy a large for 500 and a giant for 1000. If you owned, each vehicle gave 1 per week, smalls gave 5 per week, mediums gave 11, big gave 60, and giant gave 130. And you could sell it to half the price. So then we had the money boxes. And that actually was, no, there's more. I built that one. That was the leaderboard and money. At that time, I didn't have enough. I didn't have the money. Enough money, but I would like end with 600 or something, while the others had 200 or 100. This is the parkour. And this is the race place where you can get a horse and race. But back to this one. This was the style we were going with to the next city. There's more European style to it. More old historical style. And it's actually quite nice houses. So yeah. But that was that city. When I look back on the cities, I kind of miss it. But you know, I don't have time. It would be a waste of time to build and build and build these cities. So, like in Denmark, you go 10 years in normal school. Then it's actually then it's up to you what you want to do after. But the route then you can choose to get a job. You can get an education / degree by getting an EUD, or and that's just, you know, the barber degree or the woodwork degree, just degree to the all the practical stuff, all the stuff you don't have to be so technical or have a lot of theory in. And then there's the gymnasium, the thing you indicate as a high school for 3 years instead of 4, like in the US. And there's multiple choice you have there. There's STX. It's the normal. It's just a, something where you build on top of general school with all the basic subjects. So yeah, but then there's HDX. That's the higher technical exam, and that excludes that you don't get a lot of business stuff there. You get like, it's more nature science. It's more science based. There's much more technical, technical, technolo technol technology, yeah, stuff there, and physics, chemist stuff. If you want to be a doctor, you can take that route and be good at those subjects. But there's also HHX, higher. Uh, it's like higher buying exam or something. I don't know. But that's where all the business thing is, how to sell, how to think, like innovation. You have like law you could learn there and something. I'm going that route, of course, you know, I gotta get that money. And then there's HF, a 2-year, just as if you don't really know anything. And then there's an IB. You should probably know what an IB is. But that's pre-IB for 1 year and then IB for 2 years, so it's also just 3 years. But I'm going to HHX because I gotta get that business stuff. And then I'm probably going university after. University/college, whatever you like to call it. And college in Denmark is 3 years instead of 4, so, but I don't know if I'm gonna study in Denmark or take in another country, because like if I can, of course, if I can, I'm choosing Ivy League, of course, but if I can't, it's probably just gonna be Aarhus. It's the closest university. It's on the top 100 universities in the world. Or I'm choosing Copenhagen. Yeah, if I can, if I can get accepted, I will choose Harvard, of course. But it's just extremely unlikely. But I know I have the capability. Like, our grade system is like 10 and 12 is very good. 7 is supposed to be the median. Okay, shut the fuck up. The median, the middle one, but it's not really. It's like still shit. And 4 and 2 is like, yay. I just got by. And then all under 2. It's, yeah, you didn't do it. Like you failed, and it's like if. And there's also -3 if you don't do what you're supposed to do, or cheat, or any of that. It's unacceptable. And then we have our, what is it? What is it called? Wait, just let me think for a second. The average, our average grades across all subjects. And I get very high grades, like my average is 8.72. That's very good. I think it's the highest in my class, I think. I don't know, but I get 10. There's 3 categories in math. I get 10 in mouth, like talking. I get 10 without calculator, computer, and all that stuff, and I get 12 with. So actually, I just get 10 and 12 in the most, and then there's something where I could do better, but that's because of only mouth, and I didn't really put my hand up. But now I just got it, so I can improve very quickly. I'm probably looking at, I have a religion class or Christianity class, but it's really just religion. Where I got a 4, but right now I'm looking at 10 to 12 because I sat with my hand up like the entire time last time, so I'm looking at 12 and 10 right there. So that's good. But these grades actually doesn't matter at all. It's just the reason why I think they're important is because it lays out the groundwork for my capability in high school. If I do great in normal school, I will probably do very great in high school. Like, of course I'm going after Ivy League, like I can't just waste my potential. I have the potential to do it. So yeah. So I'm trying to get it up, my grades up to an average of 11 to 12, because that's an, if you get 11, it's you get 12 in nearly all class, but like I'm very good at, I get 12, 12, and 10 right now. I'm looking at 12, 12, 12 in all the nature, in geography, biology, and physics / chemistry. It's one class. And then I'm looking at 10, 10, 7, 7 in Danish. And then I'm also looking at, right now I'm looking at 10, 12, 12 in math. In English, I'm looking at 12 and 10 for writing. It's 12 for mouth. It's for speaking. It's like 10. And in German, yeah, we have German. Surprise, surprise. Fuck you, Germany. For German, it's 10 for writing and 7 for talking, which I'm gonna improve up to 12 in writing and at least 10 in speaking. And then I have religion, that's 10 to 12, hopefully 12 would help a lot. And then PE, I don't know how, I got 12 in the first assignment of the year in PE. We should like analyze our long jump, and I got 12 for my analyzing thing, and I'm still at a 7, so I don't know how that works. But right now we have to dance and PE, so I have to train that, and we can't look at our just dance. We have to do it without that, so I'm aiming for 10 because I don't know if I can like get it up to 12, but whatever. And religion, it's 10, 12, and then we have something that's something. I don't know what it is in English. It's like where we learn about the world, like politics, the news. So, oh, it's actually community subject if you translate it directly. So yeah, I'm looking at trying to. I got a 4 on that, so I'm trying to get it up to and 7 to 10. I want 10s. I want only 10s, but yeah, I'm in 7 in history, and I'm looking for 10 to 12 on that too. US News Education. I just got a mail from. What the fuck was that? Whatever. And I calculated it. If I only get 7 in PE and community, I will still be on 11 point something. And that's good because the maximum average is 12 if you get 12 in everything. I'm not gonna be perfect student because that would be very hard, but I'm gonna try to be as good as I can, of course, because that's the whole point of being in school, is to be as good as I can. No, my ego is like, I want to be the best. Awards. Oh. And I actually want to go to Harvard, but I know how theoretically I could do that. It's make an impact, very large impact on my community where I live, or fuck you, where I live, or I can be very passionate about something. Like, I gotta have passion, else they won't accept you. and you got a top grades. My grades are very good. So yeah, plus, but I don't know. I've heard about people that are legacy there, and that's a very good thing to be. And I'm not. I'm first gen. Actually, I'm first gen. If I go to university or college, I'm first gen to ever do that. So I think that, bro, let me get some of the action. So I'm actually very proud to be so good at school. And it's not actually, I don't sit at home and study. I do my homework, that's it. But it's actually, all my grades are natural talent. It's natural talent and the work we do in school. And then homework. It's actually, that's it. I don't really, I actually never study. But when I'm in school, I'm taking serious. That's like, because if you think about it, it's actually stupid not to take it seriously. Like, it's your future. And there are no one that are better than me in my school. I know it sounds like I'm arrogant or not, but I just find the case it's that I'm good to nearly everything in school. And it frustrates me that there aren't any talent programs or anything. I had in 8th grade, I'm in 9th grade now, the last one, there was an academy for talented young people in 8th grade that ran like, I think, yeah, it's 3 times in a year throughout the year, and that was so I didn't have to be in school. I was in high school, so I was doing high school stuff that day. The first time it was biology, and then also psychology. Those 2 were too easy, like very easy. Then the second time it was French and Spanish, very easy languages we did the Spanish of, we learned the Spanish of, you know, people that were had been there for a month, so, and that we did that in a day, so that was also okay, easy. And after that I started on Duolingo Spanish, so, and now I can say una cerveza por favor, so give me one, please. And then the last time it was only one subject, but it was marketing, where I made an ad for KitKat. not an official one, but power subject, and with the resources that we had, I think it was okay. It was also very fun. So I'm going to. I'm not in a big city. I'm in a very small city out in my country, but I don't know what you call it. Call the you know, our country is like divided between a lot of, like, let's call it states, because, and then we have governments in that state, then we have the big stage. It's divided between like over 100, and we are one of the poorest. So yeah, but we are right beside the sixth largest city in the country. So, and that's where I'm going to high school. So that's not that poor. And then I'm gonna get a good education. And don't worry, Salty, I'll still be on this channel. I don't know what the future of the channel will be. Sometime, I don't know if I'm stopping to play sometime, or if I keep going. But I'll always keep going to post. I'll maybe real life, maybe gaming, who knows. I just know I'll never leave you, Salty. And then I'll get accepted to Harvard, you know, because I'm just bitter. I'm just bitter. I know someone probably thinks, why go to the US for Harvard when your education is totally free in Denmark? The reason is Harvard, #1 school in business. I'm going into business. 2, because Harvard gives a needs-based financial aid. If your parents don't make $85,000 a year, that's like nearly 600k in Danish, then they will pay everything for you. And my parents ain't making that, so it's like going to school in Denmark. But much better. Don't want to go to Harvard because of any prestige or something. I just want to, because it's a challenge, you know. I've not been challenged that much in my whole life, because every subject has been easy. It's not the reason why I'm not getting good grades in community, is because I haven't put my hands up. The same with history and religion, but religion, as soon as I put my hand up, I sat up with it the whole time, because I knew every single answer. So it's not because I can't, it's because I don't want to, because it's boring, but I know it's stupid. Like just by me putting my hands up a bit made my average go from 6 point something to 8.72. And ouch. And that's extremely good. And when I'm in high school, there's that academy for talented young people that I can get accepted to, and that will run throughout my entire 3 years. And I'm interested in that, and I will go to it. And then there's one more opportunity that I can read to. There's more opportunities. This when you actually are on the school and understand how everything works. Then there's something called sub-university. It's a bunch of seminars in the second year in Aarhus University where you go, and the ones that are accepted are the ones that would be able to finish a university degree by where you are academically. And the reason why I want to get 12 in math is because I'm 1 point from 12. Like in my test score, I was 1 question, and I'm continuously 1 question from it. So I'm at a wall. Wait, do I have a key? No. Probably gotta get that. We actually have as like our theme in physics right now are astronomy, and luckily in 3rd grade, in 3rd grade I had very large thing for stars, the sun, the planets, the galaxy, the universe. So I'm an expert at it. I have a book where everything is. So I should be getting 12 in it. Should be getting the highest grades. Plus, my standards are just very, very high. And for a few weeks, I had 4 tests, 4 days in a row. I got a 12, I got a 12, I got a 12, and then at last I got a 10. The reason why I got 10 atoms and the periodic table was because my old teacher didn't learn us ions from atoms, like the radiation it does when an atom becomes positive and negative. we hadn't learned that, but I could everything else, and that was the only reason why I got a 10. But I was the only one to get 12s. And if you look at my history in tests throughout the years, like the online tests, I have only gotten 10 and 12 since November last year. I'm not flexing on anyone. I'm not trying to say it. I'm just a normal person, and I don't study that much. I'm just saying it's possible if you just pay attention in class. Let me just see my quest. Also, I want to start boxing when I go to the big city to school, when I go in high school. And the reason I'm not going to do that right now is because I have half an hour into that city, and out here where I am, there's like 4 a bit larger cities than the average city, but there's like not boxing in any of the sports centers out here. Shut the fuck up. And I have braces on right now, so I don't want to destroy it. But as soon as I can, I'll start boxing, because it really interests me and builds discipline. And I just have an urge to punch someone sometimes, especially when they annoy me. But don't worry, I hold it in. I'm 16, I can actually go to jail in Denmark. You can go it from you're 15. So, oh man, I should have punched them when I was 14. I'm also looking for running a marathon before summer. Like, I haven't started training, but it's doable. Whoa. Come back. There's just one thing I'm scared about when I'm going to university in 4 years, and that's too easy. If it is too easy, it's going to be boring. Yeah, I will get a lot of good grades. I will probably get a very good job, but it won't be stimulating. I won't be learning that much. Like, yeah. Can I get that? I know. Let me just see that. Oh, I that blue thing down there. That blue thing where there's 13. I gotta get it to 15. Then I complete my thing. So I gotta collect as many of these as I can. Okay, you can't do that. Bro, I missed this one. Okay, it's not worth it. This way. Money, money, money. Oh, it takes so long. Lodestone ingot. Maybe I can upgrade my sword now. Yes, travel. Okay, I can upgrade it if I want, but burning dagger. Air damage. Crackling spear. Slashing damage. How much is this one? It's 100. Okay, this one is actually pretty good. Maybe I should upgrade my armor. Okay, I can't do that. But I can go up here. Freight trader, ink trader. Can buy this one. It's consumables.
Oh.
What did I get? Okay, I got 2.
Oh.
Upgrade, I can upgrade this one. Give me that. Oh, I can't. Oh, stop writing to me. I don't have time. Okay, I gotta get level 15. Then this one. And the key. away from me, go away from me, go away from me. Okay, let's go. I'm so close. How long have I streamed? Oh damn. Guys, I think I'm gonna end stream now. I gotta, like, I'm gonna practice dance, you know, so I get good grades, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after. But see ya.